You know and I know everything happens in South Florida. In fact, a lot of it happened either in a stadium or an arena like this. They don't make them like this anymore. Take Lockhart Stadium, for example, home to the Fort Lauderdale Strikers and other professional soccer and high school events. Built by Broward County in 1959, renovated in 1998 for $5 million as part of a sports complex that included Fort Lauderdale Baseball Stadium in 1962, right across the parking lot. It was the spring training home of the New York Yankees from 1962 to 1995, and the Baltimore Orioles from 1996 to 2009. But the Birds started out at Miami Stadium, also known as Bobby Maduro Stadium, in 1959. It opened in 1949 at a cost of $2 million and was to become home to the Miami Marlins, the minor league team, as well as the spring training home of the Brooklyn, then Los Angeles Dodgers. The historic ballpark was demolished in 1999 and replaced with an apartment complex. The Hollywood Sportatorium was privately built in 1969, then renovated for $4 million in 1975 to lure professional sports teams to South Florida, but it was demolished in 1993. The $52 million Miami Arena was built and paid for by the city in 1998. It replaced the Sportatorium and was home to the Florida Panthers and Miami Heat, but it too grew old before its time and was demolished in 2008. It was replaced by American Airlines Arena a few blocks east. The $213 million home of the Miami Heat opened in 1999 and is owned by Miami-Dade County, which pays millions annually in operating costs. The Florida Panthers moved to the $185 million county-owned Broward Civic Arena, National Car Rental, Office Depot, Bank Atlantic, BB&T Center, built in 1998. The granddaddy of South Florida stadiums was Burdine Stadium, that opened in 1937 and cost the city of Miami a whopping $340,000, or about $6 million in today's dollars. It was renamed the Orange Bowl in 1959 after hosting college football bowl games since 1938. It was the home of the University of Miami Hurricanes from the beginning and the Miami Dolphins from 1966 to 1987. But after the team moved to a new stadium, the Orange Bowl was demolished in 2008. The new stadium was built in 1987 and paid for by the Dolphins' founder. The Miami Dolphins' first owner, Joe Robbie, built this place for $115 million. The current owner, Stephen Ross, is renovating it for $400 million, and not one penny of it is coming from your taxpayer pocket. And you can thank car dealership magnate and former Philadelphia Eagles owner Norman Brayman for that. His pressure to keep public funding out of the equation for Joe Robbie pro player Dolphins Landshark Sun Life Stadium worked against Ross. It did not stop the Miami Marlins and owner Jeffrey Loria from getting public financing, though. This is the site of one of the oldest pro sports stadiums in South Florida and one of the newest pro sports stadiums in South Florida. Built where the Orange Bowl used to be, Marlins Park opened in 2012, costing about $634 million, but the county and city paid about $510 million of that. Face it, public funding of arenas, stadiums, and ballparks has been happening since the 1930s, and it's a fair bet Marlins Park won't be the last in South Florida, with talk of building a soccer stadium next door. We have so many, it might justify changing the state motto from Sunshine State to Stadium State. Because if the fans paid for it, shouldn't they enjoy it?
I want them to come away and feel like just excited about their new home, and that they're going to get to enjoy the Dolphins games here and multiple types of events for years to come here in South Florida, and that this is going to become really, again, a global entertainment destination for all kinds of events.
With another chapter of South Florida's dubious history, I'm Wayne Roustan for the Sun Sentinel.